Yeah.
All
All right. Last game.
Chiefs Bengals.
Chad, I don't want to make this into a fuck the refs thing. I hate doing that. I never want to do that. I'd feel a little bit sick if I was a Bengals fan. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I've never seen a do-over in my life.
Yeah, they were bad. Like
What the fuck was that?
And there was like all kinds of missed calls and things like that. It's
even the punt that Sky Moore brought back to get him kind of in field goal range, total block in the back.
Yeah. Like I said, like normally like when it comes to like the missed calls and stuff like that, like I'm like it's gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
Like what was it? I want to say it was like 3 years ago, the Saints with fucking
that was
that pass interference.
Yeah.
Like the shit's just gonna fucking happen, but like they were bad. Like
bad.
Like I'm not making excuses for like the last penalty, right? Like you can't do that.
I understand it.
Because like that's 100 that's getting called 100% of the time, right?
But
I
thought Burrow got pretty fucking whacked on his last drive.
Yeah.
I think they could have called passing or roughing the passer there.
You mean when he was back like on the goal line, right?
Yeah, he got hammered.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately,
and that there was a weird flag on Eli Apple where he like really didn't do much. That extended the drive.
So
they had a do-over on a fucking third down.
I think for me, the biggest thing is that do-over on the third down.
I've never seen that before.
Like, so like I think like I remember watching the broadcast and Tony Romo was like, "Oh, like they tried to show like the replay, like the one official was trying to like run in."
I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when they were trying to explain it, right? And they showed like the one replay, like they focused on like the ref that was like on like the far sideline was trying to like run in to stop it, but then the play started.
Yeah.
And like he just backed out of it.
Yeah.
Like that I've never seen. I've never seen them be like, "Oh, we're going to try to stop this play." The play starts and then they're like, "Oh, well, never mind. We'll just let it go through." Like
and then don't count it.
You can't run through it. Like you got to like if you're going to stop it, you got to fucking stop it.
Yeah.
Like if the ref should have just kept running in. Like I get that. Oh, maybe like they didn't hear the whistle because of the crowd noise and shit. Like I get that, but like you can't like again, there's no such thing as halfway crooks. You can't start to stop it and then be like, oh, never mind, I'm not going to stop it, and then come back and be like, oh, never mind, we are going to not count it. Like,
yeah. And let's say the Chiefs had a good play on that. Would they have said we're redoing it?
I mean, we wouldn't know, but I would have.
I
would have to hope. Like if the Chiefs did pick up the first down, they would have had to have been like, yeah, we're gonna do it.
I don't know if the answer to that is yes, based on the way that game went.
It's crazy.
Are you a little bit nervous for the Andy Reid revenge game? You have to be.
I mean, I said this before. I thought that the Bengals were the easier team for the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I said, like, Kansas City scares me. I think it's...
You have to be nervous.
I'm optimistic. Like I have my concerns because it's Andy Reid, because it's Pat Mahomes, but I feel like, I mean, the Bengals offensive line, they got to Mahomes, or defensive line, I mean. The Bengals defensive line, they got to Mahomes. The Eagles defensive line is better. Mahomes is still good. Like it'll probably be better, but he still has the high ankle sprain.
It'll be a lot better in 2 weeks.
I mean, it's still going to be affecting him because think about how many guys get high ankle sprains and like they're done for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. So like it's still going to be affecting him, even though it's going to be better. I mean, Kansas City right now, they have a lack of weapons. Like they were down to like Juju Smith-Schuster, and that was it. I think
I'll never forgive them for taking fucking stupid Sky Moore ahead of Pickens. Imagine if they had Pickens in that offense. My fantasy team, it's not right.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm nervous, but like at the same time, I feel like the Eagles still like have a pretty good shot.
Okay.
Like, I'm optimistic.
I would be very worried. Andy Reid's going to pull out the 800-year-old trick plays that he's been saving just for this moment.
I mean, that's fair, but I feel like if the Eagles run the ball, like they have a shot. Not even a shot. Like, I feel like they if they just run the ball, because like I don't like Kansas City's defense. They can't stop the run.
I don't know if they can stop anything. I know during the broadcast they were blowing those rookie corners. It's like, did they really do a good job?
I mean, they had some plays. I don't think their corners are going to be able to shut down Devontae Smith and AJ.
I thought
Brown,
there was a
but,
lot
like,
of times
they made some plays.
There were a lot of times they threw the ball to Jamar Chase, and he 100% was the winner in those battles.
Oh yeah. Well,
the only real play they had was the long deep shot to T. Higgins where the guy tipped it and the other guy was there to catch the pick.
So didn't they have 2 picks though?
What was the other one?
They had one early in the game.
Oh, he threw it right to him.
Yeah,
right?
Kansas City didn't score after they got it though.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Or they got a field goal afterwards. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think they made some plays. But yeah, I think I think I saw somewhere like the Bengals they were like 7, their average yards per completion or something like that was like 6 yards. average yards per play might have been like 6 yards. Or wait, was it? So they had like 3 35-yard completions that really brought up their average yards per completion or something like that. But outside of those plays, like their average was only like 6 yards per completion.
I don't think they played really that well offensively.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, it sucks because like you want to blame the refs, but at the end of the day, like it's not like Cincinnati got off to a great start.
No, I'm not blaming the refs, but I would be a little bit sick about the shit that happened.
Yeah.
Because I think that game should have went to overtime.
Yes and no. Like I'm never gonna like really be mad at the refs for missing a call because literally there's 22 fucking people on the field that they have to look at. So like they're going to miss things.
The do-over was bullshit, and I felt like they owed Cincinnati one.
Yeah, so like again, I'm gonna kill the refs for that do-over, but the missed block in the back, I'm not like I can't be mad at it because like you see that every week, right? It's not like that was like, oh, it was just that. It's that you see that every week. It happens.
But if that gets called correctly, it's going to overtime.
Yeah.
Even with the late hit.
It's unfortunate, but again, if you don't tackle Mahomes when he's out of bounds, it also goes to overtime. Because I don't think Butker was going to make the kick from – it would have been like –
I also don't think he killed him either.
Huh?
I also don't think he killed him out of bounds.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I'm not saying they don't normally call that, but I don't know. I don't think he could have really laid him out if he wanted to.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You just got to make a better heads-up play. And I mean, I feel bad for – I don't remember his name, number 58.
Joseph
But he was
Ossai.
playing good.
He was playing well.
He was playing really good that game. He sacked Mahomes, didn't he?
Yep.
He had a couple tackles in the backfield.
Yep.
But now, like, everyone's just going to remember, like, oh, he pushed Mahomes when he was out of bounds. You just can't have that.
I don't know. I think at some point they give the quarterbacks a little bit too much runway now. Like even I don't know if you saw this. Aaron Rodgers came out and said the roughing the passer penalty is ridiculous. For him to come out and say that, I think says a lot about the way it's called.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like that same penalty pushing the guy out of bounds, I've seen that not called on other positions. Like it's not just that one's not just called on quarterbacks. Like I've seen that called for running backs. I've seen that called for wide receivers. Like it doesn't matter. Like that's basically like going over to the sideline and just pushing the guy just randomly.
I know. It's just really hard to tell the guy to just let him keep running.
I mean, so again, if Mahomes had like 1 foot inbound, was 1 foot out of bounds, maybe I'd be like, oh yeah, that's kind of ticky tack. Yeah, but Mahomes was like his entire body was out of bounds when he got pushed. Like that's like you like it like I.
Do you think he sold it at all?
Huh?
Do you think he sold it at all? Do you think he could have stayed on his feet if he really tried?
I think there's two things with that. A, it still would have been a penalty even if he stayed on his feet. You can't push the guy when he's out of bounds. B, I don't think so because you got to think about it like and this is going to be my AP high school class coming out here.
Ooh.
In terms of physics, right? Like every action has a reaction, right? Uh-huh. So for one, Mahomes is trying to slow down, decelerate, come to a stop. You got Ossai. It's not like he was on his side or he was in front of him. He was behind him when he pushed him. He was directly behind Mahomes. Mahomes is already pushing this way. He's pushing this way. You got that force of him pushing. Like, it's just going to, that's what Mahomes is already off balance. He's trying to stop. You know what I'm saying?
That's science right there.
Yeah. So, Mahomes was going down.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. He only pushed him slightly. It's
all right. I just wanted to see what you thought. All right, what else we got to go over? Anything else? We went long enough.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else other than I don't know. I feel really bad for the kid, number 58. Like, I mean, yeah, he made a mistake. People are like trying to kill him. His own fucking teammates like yelling.
I saw that
at him after the game.
Yeah,
but he does have one good teammate. The one was it BJ Hill came over to his locker and he was telling reporters like, "That's a dumb question. No, he's not answering that. Ask a different question."
Yeah.
When they were trying to like ask him, like stuff like, do you feel like you cost the team the game and like shit like that? Like that's a good teammate.
Great teammate. Need some more of those guys around here.
Need some of those guys for social media.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Or girls,
Some of those people.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't got anything else.
Good.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. If you're watching on, well, you have to be watching. Yeah, if you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, get notifications, like the video. Follow us on Twitter, Vendetta VSM. You can see that at the bottom of the screen there. You can follow Trey on Twitter at Trey Daubert. Follow me at Lilfooted, LILFOOTED. What else? Anything else? You like us on Facebook, follow our Instagram. Other than that, thanks for watching and we'll see you next week.